So we are live. Hello and welcome to the second race of 2 SRL Racing League's Assetto Corsa GT3 League. We are here today at America. Joining me in the commentary booth after a little bit of technical difficulties is Wimpy. Hello, Wimpy.
Icewind side, but nevertheless we cover this race from my side though, so yeah, just bear with us. We'll be bringing you this race live.
Yeah, so qualifying is well underway. We have about 3.5 minutes to go. Incognita is on pole position at the moment, provisional pole, but there is only a 10th between him and Hugo, and also Pretorius in the McLaren is really close, only under 2/10. 2/10 of a difference between these three guys. Then Mr. Thimo, who won the first race last two weeks ago, is in P4, half a second down. Curse in P5, 8/10 down. Pixel in 6th position at the moment. And I believe we have 11 people on track today. So, is that more or less than last week? I think it's
saying so. I still interrupted the game sound apparently is being loud above us. Just trying to figure out where to adjust it.
Oh,
I see.
Oh boy, I think I don't know if you can do it without. Sorry. Yeah, I think you have to. I don't know if there's any other way than exit the game, or is there some? Okay, there is an audio up there, so just drop down the engine sound or something if it's too loud. Let's hope that works. TipsyBob is telling us not to count him. I wonder why. Is the audio levels any better now? I think Wimpy's adjusted them a bit.
Can't get this stupid thing on my screen. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you have to disable it on the the right hand menu there.
Is it? I hope it's better for you guys on stream. Can you confirm? Wait, apparently it's better.
All right, bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit of a hassle because Wimpy wasn't expecting to have to stream here. I have some technical difficulties with my game, or this streaming bit.
Right, so let's just give the people a recap of what happened last week on Watkins Glen International.
Yes, so we had an extremely close race between the Oxfordian Beamer team. I think it was a very tight run down to the line, and Thimo won by 0.1 seconds from Incognita, from Hugo, and from Pretorius, who had an incident on the last lap but made a stellar recovery drive back to P4. So that's about it. I think Thimo and Terra at the moment have a very commanding lead in the championship. I had everything open here until I booted up, so give me just one moment.
Yeah, last week with the BMWs dominating Watkins Glen, I am sure we're going to be seeing a different story this week, especially with the Lamborghinis and also the Ferraris. There's a lot of straights on this track, and those cars have got some serious straight line speed. So
yeah, especially the Lambo, I think, on the straights. But I think Pixel and TipsyBob, who are in the Lamborghini, are gonna struggle in the corner section of the track, but they will be extremely strong on the straight. So let's watch out for that. And qualifying time is done now, but people are still on their final laps here. I think Pretorius is on a lap, but he is currently 4/10 down on his best time, so I don't think he's gonna be improving in this lap. Hugo has hit it, so that's Incognita, so only Thimo here on a lap at the moment. And Thimo is at the moment 2/10 down on his best. best time. Coming down to the final corners here. And he is catching, so let's see what Thimo can do here. Running very wide through there though. So, and then coming down to the final corner, and let's see if he can make anything out of this. It will be touch and go, but I think he will not be able to improve it. So I think Thimo will stay in P4 on this attempt, and that will be his final attempt as well. So yes.
Yeah, that's already a different story. I mean, was Thimo winning the previous race, all of a sudden qualifying in P4? But
half a second down.
In pole position so far. He was second.
Yeah, and I think Dead Pixel here is still on a flying lap if I am correct, but he's also 2/10 down on his best time, so I don't think he's gonna improve, especially after he runs that wide into 12. Oh, and he loses it as well. So yeah,
that's it.
Okay, and that's it for qualifying. So we're gonna go into the race. So we have to hop on track Wimpy again and retire midway. So let's see. We have a countdown really of 45 seconds to the race start.
Very user friendly, spectator wise.
No, definitely not caster friendly this game, unfortunately. But yeah, let's see. Terra Incognita from pole, Hugo, Pretorius, and Thimo following him closely, and then Cursed actually in P5. I think that's a bit of a surprise, perhaps. So at least to me, I didn't know he had that pace. And then Dead Pixel in that strong Lamborghini in P6, Toto in P7, Danico in P8, OceanChief in P9, Satoshi in P10, and TipsyBob starting P11. We have lights coming up, 5 lights, 6 lights, and we are go in Road America. And it's a very good start from Hugo, and already challenging Terra Incognita into the first corner. And let's see who takes the best line through here. I think Hugo will have it. No? Or will he? Yeah, and I think he kept it. So yeah, that's a very good start from Hugo. I'm just gonna retire my car now, so I'm not in the middle of the road there. And Terra runs wide. And he is off the track, and he is all the way down to the back, pretty much.
That is really unfortunate for Terra.
Disaster for Terra, and let's see how he can make up his way from down there. So Hugo taking the lead, and Cursed actually in P2. So that's a fantastic start for the Ferraris. Ferraris for this race, and they're currently leading the pack. Yeah, that's interesting. Pretorius in P3, and Thimo has kept his P4. So yeah.
As expected, the Ferraris and Lamborghinis probably going to be dominating somewhere in the front. Thimo, the previous race winner, running in, what is it, 4th position currently?
Yeah, and Terra Incognita has already overtaken OceanChief, and he is in P10 right now and trying to find his way through Satoshi here, and yeah, it's very close, but let's see what he can do into this corner. I think we might see a lunge here. And also Thimo making his way up the order there in P3. So yeah, he's overtaken Pretorius there on the back straight.
They're coming strongly from the back. Already post Chief and was it Satoshi?
Yeah. He has a lot of work to do though. Oh dear God, there's a bit of an incident there. I think TipsyBob ran wide, and Danico is challenging him hard now into turn 1, but look at that Lamborghini pull away on the straight. And there is absolutely nothing Danny can do about this. So
straight line speed dominating so far.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the top. The Ferraris are actually pulling away a little bit here. So Hugo 1.3 seconds ahead of Kurst 1.4 ahead of Thimo, so yeah, this is surprising. I definitely didn't know that Milos has this pace on a...
It's actually absolutely a huge statement from Ferrari guys.
Yeah,
Milos particularly
it's,
running in the lead. The first seconds is absolutely brilliant. This is going to make this Assetto Corsa season so interesting. Surely it's not a one-way ticket, as people would say.
Yeah, definitely not, especially now that Terror is kind of in trouble there in P9. And Terror is at the moment coming down to the fast Lamborghini, so it's not gonna be easy for him to make his way down, make his way up the order. Yep. So let's take a look. I think the closest battle is actually Terror challenging the Lamborghinis at the back, so let's take a look at that. And we are coming down to the back straight now. But I think Terror is too far back to make a move here, so yeah, he will definitely struggle against these Lamborghinis here. And the Ferraris are actually pulling away from Thimo. Thimo already 2 seconds down, so let's see. Yeah,
the BMs this week, it's definitely
looks like the Ferrari is really quite good here, and they actually have quite good straight line speed there, if I looked correctly, because they were faster than Thimo in the turn 1, the top speed meter. So yeah, I think we're gonna look at it's a 40-minute race, so we're gonna look at something like 19 laps here. With these,
is that the Lambos?
Yeah.
Looking to make a move, but they're running side by side to keep Team Terra behind them, which is actually very good team effort of having to keep them behind.
They're a little bit snapped it there, but yeah. And the Lamborghinis are actually forming a wall here in front of him.
This is absolutely great racing.
But oh, Tipsy makes a mistake, and I think Terra might capitalize on that, but he also makes a mistake, so no. The Lamborghini stay ahead, and actually OceanChief getting some of this fight here. So yeah, and does Terra now get Tipsy? He does, yes. So, Tipsy down to P9 and Terra up to P8.
But he's close to one.
Yeah.
Yet again, straight line speed of the Lambos just pulling away from
and OceanChief challenging Tipsy hard on the back there as well. So, but yeah, I can't quite make a move into this corner. Satoshi a little bit fallen behind the order, so he's 8 seconds down on OceanChief in P11 at the moment. And just have a look at the front battle here. So it's a little bit settled down, so it's quite a couple of seconds between cars. I think the closest battle is still Terror challenging Pixel, I think, for P7 soonish. Oh no, and there is an accident. I think Toto is off in the McLaren, and he will lose a lot of positions here. So, oh dear, what happened there? I didn't catch that on. But Toto is down in P10 and he spins again, so oh dear. So it's, let's see. Okay, I think he's retired out of this race, so that's unfortunate for him. I didn't quite see what happened there. Yeah. 0.1 seconds and he goes down the inside. Will he be able to hold that corner? And oh dear. But I think Terra will get the corner there. Yes, he will. So
brilliant around the outside. That is just pure class, man.
yeah, good effort by both of them. Not no wheel banging or anything. So yeah, that's some good racing. So Terra Incognita up to P6 now, and the next guy ahead of him will be Danico. 1.5 seconds behind him at the moment, but then after Danny, Terra is gonna have some clear road up ahead of him, so let's see how this develops from now on.
Also,
Yeah, the
OceanChief
Ferrari
hanging
still
nicely at the back of the two Lambos. He's not falling away though, he's hanging in there.
Yeah.
He can try and make a move later on in the race. See some action from him as well.
Yeah, exactly. So the battle for Battle of Ireland, I should say, is raging hard. So
also great drive, but they're actually pulling a little bit away now from that Lambos.
Yeah, and I would expect him to catch Danny on the corner section here, but look at the Lamborghinis gaining him on the straight. They're so fast. But now they're gonna struggle in this corner section. Let's see. Pixel only 0.6 seconds behind Terra still, so it's a wide open field for now.
Troy is all running on his own in P4.
Yeah, it's
from Thimo.
Couple of seconds between cars from positions 1 to 4. So then Danny. Yeah, definitely, and he's Kirst made a mistake, I think, because it's only 0.5 now. Yeah, Kirst was so.
Thimo right at the back of him.
Yes,
gonna be interesting.
So Kirst will be under pressure here under the back straight. They're now coming to the carousel corner, which leads to the back straight. And let's see if Thimo can make a move here. I think he is very close. 0.2. And I think we're gonna see a lunge here into the Canada corner. Is the next one called? Turn 12. And will he be able to make that? No, Kirst defends well. So but he runs wide. He runs wide, and will Thimo be able to capitalize on that? Not quite, maybe, because Kirst has the inside line for the next turn. So yeah, next opportunity on the main straight here.
Oh, it's going wide.
And Kirst runs wide. And Thimo gets a really good run here. Kirst actually hits as well. Okay, that's
championship leader in second position now. Really behind.
And Pretoria's only
P1.
Pretoria's only 0.3 behind Thimo. Let's see what tire does Kirst go on.
Can you check that up first?
Yep, I will check it. He's
I'm concentrating on a battle here between Thimo and Pretorius.
Yeah, go ahead. Kirst is in the pits, and let's see which tire he decides to go on. It would be a surprise to make it to go on the soft straight away still, because it's still 28 minutes to go over 2/3 still to go. And Kirst is leaving the pits now, and he is still on the soft tire, so yeah.
Is this OceanChief making a move on who's this? TipsyBob? Interesting. That is OceanChief. Oh, Tipsy goes wide.
And Pixel has made a mistake as well, because he is 9 seconds off Chief.
Interesting.
So,
Pixel, I mean, OceanChief and Tipsy having a great trap here.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Come
Battle
on,
of the
Chief.
Irish.
Let's go. But look at that Lamborghini pulling away there on the straight. That's short straight, but it's gonna be really difficult for Chief to get anything done here on the straight.
McLaren's not too bad on the straight either, but I think the Lambo's just got a little bit over the upper end. He's also got a little bit of a slipstream, so he should be able to hang on slightly too.
Yeah, he's close. But is he gonna try something into turn 12 here?
This is great. This is great. He's going for the inside.
Tipsy going defensive, but yeah, I think he couldn't do anything about it there.
Kitty probably
hang on.
chewing her nails off by this time.
Yeah, Chief hanging well there. So I think Pixel must have made a mistake because he's 8.5 seconds down on this pack now.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have the
And,
live updater. Seems like it's only updating every lap or something. Have to work
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, we'll have to set up the UI for you as well, but let's not worry about it for now because
Yeah, this was a bit unexpected, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry, but we can't give you the most accurate information available to date. Unexpected.
But,
so yeah, I had to grab in and
we
stream
did
from my side. But anyway.
we'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
And Chief is hanging on well here, so to be honest, I think Chief's best opportunity here would be to try and get some sort of an undercut or an overcut. I'm not sure which will be the best here. I think an undercut, to be honest, but yeah. And the battle has kind
Danny
of,
all on his own in that Audi. Just love the sound of this car.
Yeah,
Thimo's just slightly in front of him, but I think Thimo put it.
I
Terror
think we have
direction.
And I think we have also missed that Terrorist also passed Danny. So
Oh yes.
Terrorist. Yeah, 6 seconds down on Pretorius, so that's gonna be his goal, I guess.
Yeah.
Try and catch Pretorius for the.
Slightly falling behind Tipsy now. Seems like Tipsy was trolling him.
I don't know.
No, this is the Pretorius.
No. I think Chief is he's still well on the back of Tipsy, but it's just so difficult to get a run on the Lamborghini on the straight.
Here they are. Battle's on again. It's closest battle on track at the moment, so let's focus on this for a while.
It's a big weave there, but nothing.
Oh,
nothing into that
goes
corner.
wide again. Chief was definitely waiting for Tips to make a slight mistake and he'll grab it.
And will Chief be able to get anything done here on the main straight? 0.5 down. I don't think he will be able to do anything from this distance.
He needs to be so close to. Look at Tipsy trying to break the slipstream, I guess.
Yeah, Chief is kind of gaining on the straight, but I don't think it will be enough, to be honest.
He needs to be really close to him if he wants to stand any sort of a chance to pass him.
Yeah, and I think turn one is really.
It seems like he's much quicker through the corners with that McLaren than the Lambo.
Yeah, that's definitely the case here. So and Chief gets a good run now, 0.1 down, and he's actually alongside TipsyBob here, and they little bit of wheel banging there on the straight, and total drag race to the next corner here. And let's see who will outbreak. And I think Chief, will he get the move done? No, not quite. It's very close, and they're still side by side actually going through the next corner, and I think Chief will have to yield here. Yeah. Unfortunate for Chief. But this is pretty much the only battle we have on track at the moment, so I think we can focus on these guys. Still with me, Wimpy?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
Leaving you some space to commentate.
Yeah. But yeah, Chief, just a little too far back to do anything about it here. He's a little bit further back this time, so Pixel actually making good time on these guys, because he was about 9 seconds behind them, and now he's only 4 seconds behind them. So he's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be back in the GT Ireland series in a bit.
And that was some good racing between the Chief and Mr. Bob.
Pretorius
Come on, Chief, pedal to the middle. We want to see some more action. Come on. Let's see how long Tipsy can hold under the pressure.
Pretorius is in the pit, so let's see where he comes versus Cursed. Yeah. Cursed here, because Cursed did it earlier.
Don't write off Thimo. Thimo will also... Oh, I mean Terror, correction.
Yeah. Kirst is
Probably gonna be close.
coming out of the final corner now, and Pretorius is still in the pit, so I think Kirst is gonna get him here. Kirst coming full blast down the main straight, and Pretorius exiting the pits right now, so
it's gonna be so close.
it'll be really close.
And he cuts right across the track in front of him. Oh wow.
He did actually keep it, so okay.
There's more than enough space, no problem. So.
Yeah. Second between them, but that was pretty close actually, so I think the undercut is gonna be pretty strong, so let's see what Pretorius can do here versus Thimo and Hugo, because he's now pitted a little bit earlier than those guys. Okay, so first 8 tenths down. Let's see if we can still get a race between these guys. So Kirst is actually quite good out of the pits so far. So closing in on Pretorius. In 6. And OceanChief still fighting Tipsy there.
Yeah,
but I
think
think
the battle between Pretorius and was this Danny?
Kirst, yeah.
Yes, I'm struggling with the live updating screen.
Yeah, it seems that okay, that app doesn't update. It seems. But yeah, it's Pretorius and Kirst. So, but I think Pretorius is just pulling away a little bit at the moment.
Turns quite close to the Ferrari, unexpectedly.
Yeah. Okay. Tipsy and OceanChief pitting as well. So let's see what happens here.
Ooh, both of them in the pits. This is gonna be interesting.
Yep. Our car's in the way or what? No? Okay, they
just
drove
went
straight
through
them.
the
Okay. Never mind that.
See who's gonna win the pit battle.
TipsyBob actually has to, and OceanChief also has to back down, so oh dear god, I think it's oh, they missed their pit box slightly, I think, so
Oh no.
I think
well,
Chief still gets that jump. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
what happened there?
Yeah, I think Tipsy overshot his
that's
pit box or something.
Oh yeah, I see.
Or is it bugged or something? What's happening here?
Great scrap between the two, but maybe Tipsy catches up to Chief. We'll see later in the race.
Yeah, he's very far away off though now. 11 seconds. Oh dear.
Back in the front, Thimo is still in second place, running nicely with that BMW.
Yeah, Hugo is just controlling the race at the moment. 5 seconds. So
yeah, he's doing a stunning job now.
5 seconds.
Okay, doing third place.
It's about 5 seconds between each car at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see when these guys pit. Where do they actually come out?
Danny running fourth, but I think he still needs to pit, right?
Yes, I think everybody from 1 to 5 still have to pit.
Yeah, the only battle at the moment is still Pretorius and Kirst. The other ones are all widely spread.
Yeah, and Hugo goes to the pits. Does the pits now. So let's see where he comes, or how far ahead of Pretorius does he come out of the pits. Kirst still hanging on to Pretorius here. And top 3 everybody pitting actually. Thimo and Incognita in pits as well. So
interesting.
Hugo.
So we got an 18 minutes left.
Right now. Yeah. So these guys definitely are gonna have the fresher tires compared to the other guys who already
pretty
pitted. So
across the halfway mark of the yearish.
yeah. And Pretorius is actually coming down the main straight, so will he take the lead here? Not quite, I guess. That was.
Oh, and TipsyBob is off. He spun. What happened there?
And Pretorius goes into P2 actually.
Oh no.
Effective P2. Oh dear, Tipsy. And did he retire as well? Yes, he did.
Thimo, who's behind Thimo?
Yeah, but this is interesting because Pretorius actually.
This is interesting. Here we go.
Pretorius got Thimo on the pit stops, so Danico is leading the race, but he still has to pit, so he will fall down somewhere in P6, I would guess. Pretorius.
So are we looking at Pretorius for net P1 at the moment?
No, P2. He's
P2. Oh,
just
Hugo's
behind
P1.
Hugo.
Sorry, yes, correct.
Yeah, but it was a really good undercut from him. So
Absolutely brilliantly done.
yeah, this is going to be an interesting race to all the to the end. Terror is about 3.9 seconds behind Cursed, and Cursed is 0.6 down on Thimo's, and Thimo is 1.2 down Pretorius. So it's going to be a mighty race for P2 here.
Yeah,
And why not for P1 as well, because Hugo is only 1.4 seconds ahead of Pretorius at the moment. So
yeah, they surely definitely made some time up there. Oh, and someone goes off. Who's that in the Ferrari? Timo. Is the
was it Cursed? I think
Cursed?
Cursed was slightly out there, but he didn't really lose that much time. He's still still hanging on there.
Also see Terrace far at the back of that Ferrari, creeping up slowly but surely.
Yeah, and Terry is actually really making a move on here, because he's gained about 1 second on Cursed on this lap alone. So.
I think we're in for some spectacular finishing.
Yeah, and we still have 16 minutes to go, so
oh yeah,
plenty of time left. Unfortunately, we have only 8 cars left on the track at the moment. So OceanChief running effectively last at the moment, but I think Dead Pixel still has to pit. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, I think Chief and Pixel are still gonna have a good battle on their hands as well.
Yeah.
But I think we should focus on pretty much for the battle for the lead actually, because
yes, I see it's closing up now. Seems like
only
Pretorius
1.3
slowly
seconds.
catching Yogos for some reason. Is Pretorius finally finding his groove again?
Might be, but I know that on this track, based on the few laps that I did here, is that tire temperatures is actually quite difficult here to keep them up. That is, unlike F1. But
it definitely seems like the McLaren's got the upper hand through the corners on the Ferraris.
Yeah, it looks like that. And it's Terror also is closing on this pack. He's only 2.5 seconds down now. He's gained 1.5 seconds in about 2 laps, and he is on his way. Yeah, it's tantalizingly close, but just far enough between each car to not really get any overtaking done from this distance anyway. But Pretorius I think is still slowly gaining on Hugo, 1.3 now.
Yeah, we definitely 1.1 or 1.2 just a lap ago.
Oh, okay, so
let's see what happens.
Yeah, 1.4 now, so it's close, but and I think Cursed has made a mistake, because Terror is only 1 second off him now, so Terror is looking to make a move up the order here.
Oh boy, we are up for some great finish.
Yeah, Terror is only 1.2 down on Cursed at the moment. 2:05.003, I think that's probably one of the fastest lap of the race. Maybe the fastest lap of the race. I don't know if I can actually see it somewhere who has the fastest lap of the race, but
BMWs are surely not standing back for
no. But at the moment, the Ferraris are splitting them. So
to be honest, I was actually expecting more from the Lambos. See that they've got such great straight line speed above all these cars. But
yeah, I think.
I don't know.
I guess they struggle on the corners too much then to be.
It's a difficult car to handle around the corners specifically.
I honestly don't know if Dead Pixel has still kicked it. Let's see, because I can't check it in this game. That's the stupid thing about this.
Terrace caught up pretty close to that first.
Yeah. Terrace 0.6 down on Cursed now, so let's see if he can make something here. And we are coming to the carousel that leads to the back straight, and Terror is all over Cursed back. 2.5 tenths And I think we're gonna see a move here.
Yes, for sure.
Oh,
There we
they're
go.
so close. And Terror's got a really good run here on the
Oh, and he's taking the
to
inside
Canada
line.
corner.
It will be on the outside for the next corner though.
Cursed brakes well though, and I think Terror can't really go anywhere.
Seems like Cursed went over the inside curve there for a while.
Yeah, and Terror didn't actually get it done. I was sure he would get it there, but not yet. And he almost runs into the back of Cursed there. Cursed really struggling with the braking points. And Cursed making these mistakes is also dropping them back from the guys in front, so this Terror really needs to make a move on here.
Yeah,
will he be able to do it?
Here we go. We've seen earlier that Terror can make a pass easily around the outside. It's like it's trying it again. No.
But Cursed is defending well.
Yeah.
For all his might, so.
I don't know if it's tired, but he's definitely struggling with something. I can see how Ferrari is behaving. It's all over the track.
Yeah.
Again, he slides.
And he's 5 seconds down on the next guy already, so it's all falling. And then this is really hurting Terror's race as well, because he will have to.
Terror's really late on the
goes
brakes,
for a
taking the
dive now.
What
And he makes it, so yeah. Late braking
brilliantly
there.
done by the legend, Mr. Terror Incognita.
And he really had to make a move here as well, because Thimo is already 5 seconds ahead of him, so.
Yeah, Chris definitely struggling for Ferrari.
Yeah,
he
did pit very early though, so.
Just a question, Danico, how is he still out in front being pitted? How long can these tires actually last?
So, okay, then I actually didn't think about that, but that's interesting because Danico and Pixel have both yet to pit, I think.
Terror just putting the hammer down now, pulling away from the Ferrari.
Yeah, I think Cursed is really struggling on tires at the moment because he pitted so early.
Yeah, meanwhile back in the front, team is still behind Pretorius, behind Hugo's and Danny obviously in the lead, but Danny still has to pit in that Audi.
And Pretorius really hanging on well with those little bit older tires as well, so it's interesting. Still 10 minutes to go, so let's see what this turns out to be.
Well folks, I hope you are enjoying the race so far. Trying my best to entertain you guys. So let us know if there's anything we can do to entertain you a little bit more. Except for getting some strippers on the stage.
Terror is... okay, Danny has finally pitted now, by the way, and he is coming out of the pits. And I think well ahead of Pixel, so maybe Pixel has actually pitted. I'm honestly not really sure about that. It's because it's such... I can't check anywhere if he has actually pitted, so I'm sorry about that.
Terror coming closer and closer to Thimo.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's gonna have enough time left though, but yep.
It looks like he's gaining about a second left, so I think he will catch Thimo by the end of the race at this rate anyway.
So Hugo's then back in the lead with Victor is in second place. That
Victor is
is
still 1.2 behind.
Surprisingly good from the McLaren.
Only 1.2 behind it as well, so yeah, so he's pushing Hugo all the way. And yeah, Chief.
8 more minutes left.
Yeah, 1.3. So, but this is what the gap has been after the pit stops all the way, pretty much. So one slight mistake and he will be under big pressure. But let's see how it turns out.
There's Thimo, and there is Terror.
And Terror is still catching Thimo at a pretty rapid rate. 3.5 down now.
Terror's probably thinking,
let's look at the lap time for a second here. Hugo is gonna come across the line right now. He sets a 2:05.7, Pretorius 2:05.3, so that's actually faster. Thimo 2:05.7 and Terror 2:05. 2:04.5 actually. That's the fastest lap of the race as well. So that's
Oh, Danny
fantastic pace from Terror.
Danny actually came out in front of Pixel and Chief.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think he
Nicely
was
done.
ahead of them all the way. So I'm not sure if Chief. I honestly don't know. I think maybe Pixel has pitted and I'm just confused. But Chief must have made a mistake or something because he's 41 seconds down. We
All on your
probably haven't didn't catch that on stream or something.
back in the front.
Yep. And Pretoria's only 1 second away from Hugo now. Pressure is on for the win of the race.
About 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
And here, at least on track, we don't have any time penalties like we have in F1 games. So whoever crosses the line will effectively win the race, barring any FIA stuff or whatever. But I think it's been mostly clean so far. There was that incident with Toto. I'm not sure if he spun on his own or hit somebody, but yeah.
Not too far off though.
Yeah, he's
There's
about
the
2
BMW
seconds
of
down.
Terror also coming closer and closer. Remember
But
Thimo is
Pretoria's
lead of the
only.
championship.
Yeah, look at Pretoria's only 0.8 down.
Ooh.
So that's interesting. Pretoria's really. Yeah, he's pressuring Hugo all the way here.
It's good, man.
And will he actually?
It's actually good to see that all the guys are actually pushing hard to compete in the front. It's not just one-way or two-way traffic.
Yeah, I know.
For a moment was it's going to be BMW season, but definitely not. Totally
Yeah.
different story this week, as we promised.
Of course, Terror put himself under pressure with the lap 1 mistake.
Yeah.
But he's made a pretty good recovery drive back to 4th at the moment, and he is still catching his teammate Thimo about 3 seconds down on him at the moment. So. Yeah. So. Pretoria's only 0.8 down. So, are we actually gonna see some attempts here already on this lap, because Pretorius is catching Hugo now, and I think it'll be tough though, because Ferrari is quite fast on the straight line. But will he be able to hold Pretorius? Oh, a little bit of wobble there for Pretorius, and he's instantly loses about 2 tenths there. Yeah, but the gap is still down to 0.8. Yeah, see, I think this is pretty much the battle we want to follow right now, and it looks like we're gonna have just about as tight battle as we had in the opening race of the season for the win of the race.
Between 2 different teams and stuff.
And just over 4 minutes to go, and I think that means we're gonna do 2 more laps.
Yeah,
if I'm right.
I think you're very much correct. 2 more laps.
And yeah, let's see if Pretorius can mount a challenge here. And Thimo valiantly hanging on to 3rd. 2 seconds down on these guys up ahead. And Terror slightly catching Thimo, but will he still actually run out of time? I think 2.6 seconds, and he has 2 laps to get it done for the final podium position. I think he will not be able to do anything about the top 2 guys unless they get tangled up with each other on the final laps.
You can see that McLaren is really being pushed hard.
Yeah.
Pulling out
And
all
Pretorius.
the stunts and tricks.
And he is catching Hugo through these corners here, but I think he's just too far back for the straights to do anything here. Gap is a little over 1 second now.
BMW is lurking at the back, waiting for a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. They're on. And it looks like Thimo is hanging on to that 3rd place for now. Terror 2.3 behind him. And he would have to make a... would have to pull out a... I don't know... cat out of the bag here, or how did I say that? Oh, rabbit out of the hat, that's the word I guess. Never mind what I said earlier. It's the Icewind version of that. And Pretorius has fallen just a little bit behind Hugo now, 1.3 seconds, so... And the next lap will be the last lap of this race. So... it's a close battle up front again, but let's see. Hugo has been driving faultlessly the entire race, to be honest. He hasn't made a single big mistake, I'd say. And that has been key today. He is about to start the final lap of the race, so Pretorius about a second behind him, so it's still gonna be interesting on the final lap here. Terror is about 2 seconds behind Thimo, but will he be able to do anything about that? I don't think he will at this point, unless Thimo makes a mistake.
Yep.
Pretorius 0.8 on Hugo, but just too far back to make anything about it, so it's been an interesting fight for the win of the race once again. And that's good to see, of course.
Yep. It's exactly what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Close racing on track.
Yeah. We are about halfway down on the final lap of the race, and Pretorius is just too far back still. But he has been pushing Hugo all the way, so that undercut, the early pit stop for Pretorius definitely paid dividends for him. And
yeah, it doesn't seem Pretorius is going to be close enough to make a move here.
No, that doesn't look like that.
Be ending.
Yeah, so we're coming down to the back straight now, and then we only have 3 corners left. 3 corners to the end of the race, and yeah, Pretorius is just too far back to do anything about this, so let's see. Last time into the Canada corner, and he is still too far back. And I think also Terror is too far back to do anything about Thimo. 1.5 seconds, so he got close, but no cigar.
Pretorius is close now to the Ferrari, but still didn't know. He's too far off.
Yeah.
Leaders on the final lap.
Hugo crossing the line to win the Road America Grand Prix. Pretorius finishing second, Thimo third. So the championship leader takes the
fourth.
Yep. So a strong performance from the BMWs again. Terror, of course, having that.
Just a question.
On the
where did Hugo finish last week?
I think he was third. So
it's pretty much the equal on points between Hugo's and Thimo for the championship.
Yes, unofficially, I think it's gonna be tied for P1 with Thimo and Hugo.
Very interesting.
Because Terror will pick up, let me check, yes, I think Thimo and Hugo will be on 40 points and Terror Incognita will be on 30 points.
Awesome. Right, up to our favorite part, the interview
we
stage.
actually have 2 ties here, because Terror and Pretorius will also be tied on the third spot.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get some interviews going then.
Yes, let's, so anybody who wants to talk to us, please come to the SLR Discord and we'll
just pull them in.
We'll
I don't want to minimize now.
Yep.
On stream.
Yep.
Rory breaking a chairs over there.
Oh.
But I mean, in general, I think it was a great race. Not too bad.
Yes.
Not as
definitely
boring as we would have expected. Some nice action and great passing.
Yeah, very close race up front.
And especially the Irish battle. I loved it.
Yeah, Pixel taking it today. Unfortunately, Tipsy had his incident today, so he had to retire the car, and we don't have anybody here to talk to us yet.
All right. Well, who do you think will be the driver of the day?
I'd have to say Hugo, of course, because that was such a dominant performance for him, and he pretty much led from a great start of the grid, and leading pretty much all the way with a dominant performance. No major mistakes that I could see during the race. So I think I would give it to Hugo today. What about you?
I'm absolutely agreeing 100% with it. Hugo's drove an absolute stunning race, man. And standing up to the BMW, showing what they can do in the Ferraris.
And we have
I
some
think that's a good choice.
interviewees here, so
All right, let's get them in.
I shall take Thimo and Kirst with us. So
Okay.
I took both of these guys here. So hello, Thimo. Hello, Kirst.
Hello.
That was an interesting race and very close race at the top as well. So I'll let Thimo go first because he finished on the third position, and
yes, I did.
I think that was a solid race from you. What do you think yourself?
Yeah, it's just one of these it's just one of these drives where I went into the season. I already said that last time in the interview, and I thought, okay, top 5 every race is going to be fine. Then you win the first race, and then you think, okay, if I don't win now, I'm going to be sad. So it was just. I didn't have the pace today to match Yugos and Pretorius in the end as well, and I'm also kind of sad about not being able to beat Pretorius because I actually only had my eyes focused on Yugos. I thought if something could happen to him and I stay out long enough, maybe I could get okay tires and then I can maybe do something about Yugos. So that's why I decided not to cover the undercut of Pretorius.
Yeah, and it was a very strong undercut. I was quite surprised because he was several seconds off you guys, I think, and then he still managed to get you there. So
sorry, he was 2 seconds off of me.
Okay.
Like he was right behind me, but Yugos, I don't know what happened with Yugos. I think he had a bad pit entry or something because he fell right back to us. After having like a 7-second lead, after the other guy who is here, hello Kirst, held me up and cost me like 3 seconds. That was epic. The second one really made me really mad because he made a big mess out of the last corner, and then he was on the outside. I was gonna pass him on the inside, but I knew that he was going to swerve across to go into the pits. So that's why I then had to lift off on the straight and stuff, and stuff like that cost me like 3 seconds. And
okay.
But yeah.
But it looked like for a moment it looked like it would be a really close battle for pretty much from P1 to P5, but then I guess Kirst, you were sorry to jump a little bit here, but Kirst, I guess you were really struggling on your tires because you pitted very early in the race.
Yeah, the tires were completely gone, and I'm just awfully sad. I think we definitely could have had a 1-2 this race.
You had a fabulous start though, because the Ferraris were actually 1-2 for the first 10 minutes of the race or so.
Yeah. Milos, you're not gonna mention the real reason you pitted, which is very bow.
What was that then?
I haven't gotten the chance to. Well, what was happening was that my pedals started sliding away from me, and I had to pit early to fix them. And
oh dear!
And when it came to the end of the race, my tires were completely gone. I could not keep up at all.
Yeah, we kind of saw that when I think you got into a bit of a scrap with Terra, and then you instantly dropped like 5 seconds behind Thimo in that scrap. So yeah.
Yeah, you really pushed hard at Thimo. I think the Ferraris just had the upper end today, and you guys, they were really quick. Although you did make some small mistakes, but I mean in general, at the end of the race, it seems like you guys had some better pace. But yeah, in general, really good race from the BMW side, man. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's just I'm just really sad about not being able to cover off or not deciding not to cover off Pretorius because I think I would have been
Yep.
able to keep him behind me. I have the BMW straight line speed on my side. I think you probably saw on lap 1. I think I made a very easy pass on him. I did like that was not trying to disrespect, but it was really easy. I just came up behind him and I pulled out, and that was it.
Yeah, that
and
was
so I
brilliant move.
assumed he wouldn't be able to overtake me, and that's why I'm really sad about this. But Nürburgring is going to be an interesting one because everyone already has already got some practice in.
And it's
As
definitely a very different track. So
yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to that. It will be fun, I'm sure.
Thank you
So
from your side. Sorry.
meanwhile, we have brought the race winner Hugo into the channel, and also at least my driver of the day, and I think from Wimpy as well. So
Yes, for sure.
congratulations, Hugo. That was a stellar and dominant performance. You didn't really make a single mistake today, did you?
He did.
Is he here?
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
You guys
Yeah,
are
Hello.
welcome.
I can hear.
Yeah, right. Okay. I was looking back at the broadcast and I thought that you were speaking from there.
Oh, okay.
I've been there.
Anyway, you guys, congratulations on driver of the day, man, and a brilliant race, like Icewind said. Stellar performance from you. Haven't
Thank you.
almost not made one mistake, if we can remember.
At least nothing major that we could see.
Yeah.
I don't think I made a single mistake.
No,
Um,
from my side, what I saw, I didn't see anything.
You guys, can I quickly what was going on in your pit entry? Like, did you actually mess it up? Because after the pits, I was 4
No.
seconds closer to you.
Because I didn't know, like, because it was uphill, like, I thought there might be a little jump at the end. So I didn't go all in. So I
okay.
slowed down a bit just in case I would go flying in speed.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. You didn't want to
Okay,
do it
because
too, right?
yeah, we were quite surprised that Pretorius almost caught you there, but then you just you just brilliantly defended to the end, and he didn't really get a chance to do anything.
You know, I was surprised that his tyres didn't die at the end. Because me and Thimo were really struggling at the end of our first stint, so.
Yeah, that's what we were actually talking about on stream as well. That he pitted quite a bit earlier than you guys, a few minutes, and we were wondering how his tires will hold up, but apparently they did, and maybe we should bring him in as well. Let's get Pretorius in as well.
Speaking of the devil, here's the man.
Hello, Pretorius.
Hello.
How was that? That was one big fat undercut for you today, and it worked quite well.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised by how powerful the undercut was, because I think I was more than a second behind Thimo, 8 seconds behind Hugo's actually, and before the pit, and then when they pitted, I was, I think, maybe only 2 seconds behind Hugo.
Yeah, you gained like 5 or 6 seconds there, which was
something like that, and got ahead of Thimo, of course, which helped me a lot.
And you pressured Hugo all the way to the end, but couldn't quite get him there. So yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to have had a few more laps maybe, but unfortunately not.
And your tires were still good toward the end because you pitted a good 2 or 3 laps earlier than these guys. So
yeah, I didn't really have any tire issues at all.
Yeah, okay. It's interesting to hear because we were very much speculating on the stream that you might run into tire issues toward the end of the race, but I guess not. So well done, I would say.
Yeah, once again, well done to everyone, and also you guys for being driver of the day. Absolutely great race from not just him, but all the other guys as well. We thought we were going to have a really close battle towards the end. It almost turned out to that, but I think it was pretty close enough, and some great action through the race. And
any closing words from Thimo, maybe? Sorry.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect that you called me, because I was about to say this has actually been Terra's worst finish in Assetto Corsa so far.
Yeah, he really compromised himself on the. I think he just simply made a mistake by himself on lap 1, and
yeah, that's what he said. But
had to come up all the way.
He finished on the podium every single race in season 1, so P4 is the worst for him.
So actually, we have, if I've done my maths correctly, we have Hugo and Thimo tied for P1 with 40 points.
Yep.
And then we have Terror and Pretorius tied for P3 as well. So
Wow.
if I'm right, I think I am.
I think we're in for a crack of a season in Assetto Corsa.
Yeah, I hopefully we could be able to get a few more cars on track in the next races. But yeah, see.
I had a rumor of a female that might be joining the GT3 series, but we'll wait and see.
Okay. We shall see. So I guess that's about it for today. First of all, thanks Wimpy for covering for me on the hosting front because I had some issues,
sir.
but
No problem.
But we still managed to make some sort of a broadcast anyway. So thank you everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, I guess it is.
Yes, Timo, what is our next race?
Nürburgring.
Nürburgring, there we go.
Nürburgring. And then after that, I think it's Brands Hatch.
Yep.
Right.
It's Red Bull Ring actually.
Oh, it is? Okay. Okay, right. The 2 German Grand Prix. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget to catch us on the EGL channel again tomorrow for the 2 SRL Russian GP. So we still have plenty of racing left for this weekend to go. Thank you, and we'll be seeing you in the next race again.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.